Hi everybody, welcome back to the second part on Gotta YouTube. So yeah, just giving you obviously an update on the second part of what we were doing about the fish tank. So obviously I've just been waiting now for about 5 days for the water to, to get where it needs to. Obviously previously I obviously cleaned out the tank, and I bought the pump, which is just a hang-on one on the top. It just hangs on the side of the glass. It's not internal or anything. It's nothing fancy. So that came with everything that I needed as well. That had to be primed with the water, which is it's a good little one. And obviously I bought some live rock, positioned that inside the tank, and then I cleaned the sand, well, sandy gravel type of thing, and I put that around it, and then I filled it up with specialised sea salt water, which I bought, which comes in them barrels there. And then obviously I had to add, if you remember, it was called Stability, which is a bottle of Stability. And obviously you add so many capfuls of that, so many volumes of water, depending on how much your fish tank holds. And all that does is, it just gives a bit of a biological boost to your filters, levels out your waters, just makes it, a bit more faster for when you add, your livestock. So obviously this is now 5 days on, and it's had, what was it, five treatments up to now? Yeah, five treatments.
Today.
Yeah.
Well, 6, because you've done 2 today, haven't you?
So obviously I come back this morning from obviously having a break on over the Christmas period, and I done my first water sample, and the water sample read at 1.030, which is extremely high. Now for salt water, the smack bang on level that you'd want the salinity would be 1.025. It can go just under, which is 1.024, and it can go to 1.026. But the all-round safe zone is 1.025. So because it was reading at 1.030, I had to make a quick call to, it was Erdington Aquatics, and to get a bit of background information, and they did say that I needed to add some RO water. So me and Michael here, we had to go down to Erdington Aquatics and purchase a few little bits and bobs, some ROs, and I also purchased a I don't know what you call it, in-tank thermometer, which was only like £2-3. And obviously that just states the temperature of the water. The green zone where it says safe zone, if the red stays in that zone, then what that normally means is that the water temperature is it's bang on for where you need it to be for all life. If it goes any higher than that, your water temperature is too high and you might want to adjust it down a bit. If it goes under that green zone, it's too cold, so you might just want to twiddle about with it and raise it slightly higher. Now obviously today I've purchased a few little bits. So obviously the in-tank thermometer, I bought 3 hermit crabs. I bought
4 of each, wasn't it?
Yeah, 4 hermit crabs, and I bought 4 snails. Now what they do is they're what they call clean-up crew. So they'll just go about the tank and clean up any waste from, fish food or unwanted debris, algae, things like that, which obviously they'll just clean out of the gravel, and they'll pick it out of the rocks as well. And obviously, I don't know if you can see, but I also purchased a baby clownfish.
He's been swimming around.
Who's been bolting around the tank now for quite a couple of hours. Now, he or she, which I'm not sure yet, seems to be quite energetic. So, that's okay, I suppose. Showing good sign of health. And yeah, so obviously everything's looking good. It's looking clean. You know, the filter has filtered the water. I've had the water tested as well for everything else. I've had it tested for nitrates. I've had it tested for nitrite as well, which all seem to be smack bang on. I've had the salt levels read, which at the time wasn't really good. As I say, it was 0.30, which I managed to bring that down to 1.025 when I got home. So now that's okay. I've double checked that twice now, that's good. The temperature of the water is definitely within the green zone, so that's so that's now okay as well. I've checked the filter paddings, etc. inside the pump. They seem to be okay. Now the quick one about this is I don't really need to check it. There's a little thing which is it's like a blue cap, sort of like that, but it's inside the pump itself. Now, with this clever little device here, I don't really need to do much about it. This pump will tell me when it's clogged, because it will let a noise out, and it will only make that noise to let you know that it's going, hey, you know what, I'm a bit full, I need to be cleaned. So that's a genius. Whoever's made this, I think it was Seacam, that's definitely a good model. The propeller that's inside is a self-cleaning propeller, so you'll never hardly ever need to take that out and wash it all out. It's also got a built-in skimmer, okay, so that's for those people that are starting a small little marine setup like this. I would definitely go for the Tidal 35 by Seacam, which obviously it comes with the filter basket, it comes with your biomedia, and it also comes with the blue sponge. I'm not sure what the sponge is. It's got a proper name, but if I can find it out, I will let you know. It comes with everything you need to start it off. When you put it in and everything's set up, don't forget to prime your pump by putting water inside of it first. This little dial here, if you turn it to your left, it will give you a very minimum of flow. If you turn it fully to your right, it will come out quite fast. So always make sure that whatever type of volume of water you've got, make sure that it does what you need it to do. You don't want it too fast or you don't want it too slow. Make sure that you get it just right for the type of flow that you need. What else? So yeah, as you can see, everything that I've added today seems to be doing quite well.
So you got the clownfish?
Yep.
There's some snails down here.
Yep, some over there as well.
And I'm not seeing...
There is a little hermit crab which is just there, on the rocks there.
Oh yeah.
So if you can see him, he's just literally there.
He looks like part of the rock, actually.
Yeah, he's got like a little pink on the back of his shell. He's just chilling there. He's just like, you know what, coming up to near enough bedtime, I think I'm going to chill.
There's another one just hiding there.
Yeah, and there's another one there as well. So they don't seem to have massive bounds of moving spurts. You know, they'll move when they want to. You know, whereas the snails, these normally tend to hide under the gravel. I don't know if you can see, but their little eyes, they look like a little stalk. So if you can see that little stalk, obviously that stalk is their eye, which they use to look around for predators as such. They'll move through the sand and they'll ruffle it up, eat what's underneath, make it more, you know, easier to filter out. And there's lots of different, you know, varieties of clean-up crew. You can get starfishes and things like that, but obviously the best starfish you can get is what they call a sand-sifting starfish. That just normally hides away, and then it will just raise itself up and it will move to a different part and bury itself back. If anybody's going to have starfish in the tank, I wouldn't have starfish until you start to see like a brown take hold quite a bit. I don't know if you can see here. Mine's not a fairly new setup, but if you can see, there's like a brownie starting to now form on the top, and obviously on the rocks guys, there's nothing to be afraid of. That's perfectly normal. That just means that it's coming to the end of its first cycle now, going into the second cycle, which means the bacteria, which is the good bacteria, is starting to build up now in the tank. Don't worry about it too much, because it's perfectly normal. Starfish and things like that will take care of that. That's a main source of food. Now, scientists know what sand shifting starfish eat. There's no particular food for them that you buy. It's they just eat algae off the rocks, and they'll eat anything that falls onto the bottom from obviously feeding your fish. Whereas other starfishes like your blues and your reds, no, but even scientists still to this day, they don't know what they eat. So when you buy certain things like that, it's a hit and miss to whether they're going to survive or not. If they survive, they've definitely found something that's in your tank which they like to eat. My word of advice: if you're going to clean your tank, don't clean specific things out too much, because it could be eating that. But a well-known one is sand shifting starfish, because they know what they're eating. So, but yeah. So obviously this on the top, as you know, it's only a cheap bit of plastic that I've put on with just 2 clips. I've put that on just in case anything tries to jump out, like the clownfish. Pardon me. And it also helps as well to make sure that the water doesn't really evaporate too quick. It keeps it in as well. Obviously with a wave maker, sometimes it has a tendency to blow the water about as well, so any condensation will form and it will just fall back into the tank. So yeah, that's everything up to now, guys. I'll obviously keep you posted anyway, as I did say. I do have to apologise, guys. I have got a bit of a cold at this time of year. I think we've all come down with it at some point. But so yeah, guys, that's a bit now about the fish tank. I'll keep you updated on anything else. If there's any new little bits and bobs that I get, any new little critters and whatnot, I'll be sure to do a video on that. But as I say, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you've got any thoughts or suggestions, please do link them in the comments below. And I shall see you all very soon. Take care, guys. See you later.